Happy Sunday, women of faith. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I went to see my cousin today in prison, and we have deep conversations. And some of the things I just thought I should share because it's for somebody else. It wasn't just for him. He said he's changing. He's been in a process of changing and seeking God and having faith. And when I say he got stupid faith, y'all, he has stupid faith. Till it's just crazy. But he said that he feel like he's still in the situation he's in because he hasn't got himself right. I mean, something wrong, something he hasn't done. So as I'm listening to him talk, God just, God always give you what to say. And God said, Keisha, you got to tell him that it ain't him. And for some of y'all, you're thinking that you're not doing things right, or you're not in the right position, or because you still have a little bit of sin, or because you still doing a little things out of line, that you're not on the right track, and that's why God is not doing the things in your life that you want to do. But sometimes that's not even it. It's not that God is not doing it because of you. God may not be doing it because he has to get the full glory. And if he do it right now, you're not going to get glory. He's going to get the full glory. You're going to get the glory to somebody else. And as I was talking to my cousin, he's been locked up for 11 years, y'all, and he has crazy faith. But in one of the hearings he was going to, he was counting on the judge. And let me tell you how God worked. God made it where that judge couldn't even come. The judge had cancer. The judge had been there the whole week, and all of a sudden the day he went up, just had been there the day before. But the day he went up, the judge all of a sudden couldn't be there. And the judge haven't been back since. And I told him, I said, you know why? I said, because God said you was dependent on that judge because you knew that judge was going to give you that bond. And God said that's not what he wanted. He didn't gave you favor this whole time. You supposed to have been doing 30 years. And you only did 10, and you in the county about to get out eventually. You're not going to do 30. But you still giving glory to man. God said, I got to stop that. Because I'm doing this. Ain't no judge doing it. No lawyer is doing it. Yeah, they standing in position, but they're not doing it. And that's a lot of us today. We so busy looking at the other people and thinking they're making it happen. No, they're just in the position that God has placed them in your life to help you. But they're not the ones doing it. God is doing it. So just like I told him, I'm telling y'all, stop looking at the person in the position and let God do that. Give that glory to God. Don't give that glory to man. That's even with me. Anything I do in life, don't give me credit. Because God is speaking through me. So it's still not me. I'm just a willing vessel. So that's just like that judge. That's just like that lawyer. God didn't allow him to get that bond then because he was going to give glory and that praise to that judge because that judge was lenient. And God said, you supposed to have a 30-year bid. And here we in year 11. And you're not even in the prison system anymore. You're at the county. You're on the way out the door. Ain't no man did that. I did that. You had 30 years, no chance of parole. Point blank, period. No man did that. But you was about to give the praise and the glory to this judge. So I had to remove that judge so that judge did not get no praise and glory. So when you go up the next time, when you get out, it's going to be on me. The praise and the glory going to be on me. And it ain't just for you to see. It's for your family to see. It's for your friends to see. It's for your enemies to see. It's for everybody to know that I did that. So when you start giving praise to man, God has to step things back. He has to pull things back and say, I can't move you no further. I can't progress because I need people to see me. I don't need them to see man. And I'm using this as an example because God had to speak to me just now in there with him and tell him, I didn't let you bond out then because you was going to give praises to that judge. But this is for somebody else. God said, I'm not letting you get out that situation. And I'm not letting you go any further because you're giving praise to somebody else. And you're not giving it to me. And I'm the one doing it. I've done it thus far. But now you're looking at the person that's in the position. And God said, that's not who's doing it. They're just my willing vessel. So you still give praises to God, regardless of who he's using to get it to you. You still give your glory and your praises to God, because man can't do it without him. The doors can't be open without him. Things can't be set aside without him. Walls can't come falling down without him. So he's the one doing it, not man. So don't you give that praise to man, because God will stop you right where you at. He will stop your tracks because you're giving it to man. You're giving credit to man when man gets no credit. He gets no credit in nothing you do. Yeah, you tell man thank you because he was being that willing vessel. But your praises go to God. Your praises does not go to man. And I use my cousin as an example because it just happened just now that he's going up again. And I told him, this time you're going to count on God. You're going to praise God in advance and say, God, I know you've brought me this far, because I had a 30-year bid. And I'm going to keep saying that because I need y'all to know how good God is. My cousin had a 30-year bid. No chances of parole. My baby was an infant when we went in that courthouse, and that judge said, no chance of parole, 30 years. And they're no longer in the main prison. They have been moved to the county. So they are a step away from coming home. And it's only been 11 years. You know who? That's God. That ain't no man. That's God. God took that time and split it in half. And they got to count on God to get out. They got to give God the praises to get out. They can't give it to man. And God got to get their mind where he needed to be. But he gave them a shift. He showed them who he was. He took one little nudge and said, okay, I'm going to move you I'm going to cut your bid in half. I'm going to show you who I am. But then when you get in that place that God then gave you that favor, and you start giving credit to man, God stopped it. And God stopped it in mid-track and said, you will sit in this county till you get it right. And God telling some of y'all right now, you will sit in that situation till you get it right. Because you don't give credit to man. You give credit to me because I've done it. Because you tried to do it yourself. You tried to do it your way. You tried to have help from others. But God said, the only help you can get is the people that are willing vessels that I send. So therefore, the credit still goes to God. So somebody needs to know you still stuck. You're still in that situation because you're giving credit to the wrong person. The credit has to go to God because God moved that thing. God did. No man did that. So you have to understand, when your stuff, when you're flowing and all of a sudden it come to a halt, it's because you're giving praises to the wrong person. You done lost focus. You may be saying to God be the glory out your mouth, but you're really not giving God the glory. See, God ain't worried about what you say out your mouth. See, that's what man get excited about. They get excited about what you say out your mouth. God is looking in the inside. What is your mind thinking? What is your heart saying? What is your spirit saying? If that ain't all aligned up with God getting the glory, guess what? You ain't giving God the glory. So now you got to sit back and think and say, okay, God stopped this for what? What am I doing wrong? Who am I giving the praises that I shouldn't? And then you got to start changing your mind. You got to change your heart. You got to get your spirit in alignment, back in alignment. Because your praises go to God, not man. And if you're not giving God right, get right. I love y'all. That's all I had to say.